Sharkboy because of how much he loved to care for the sharks. He made them sushi and had given them all names.
Lovers of the cult classic film describe it as being ahead of its time. Hi, today we're exploring one of the 2000s weirdest kids movies, The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl 3D. Everything that is or was began with a dream, Lavagirl. This movie is so weird that it's probably left a lasting impression on you. What is it about this 2005 film that is so memorable years later? The film follows kid protagonist Max, played by Kaden Boyd, whose fantastic creations come to life when Sharkboy and Lavagirl blast into his classroom, recruiting him on an adventure to save all dreams. Shortly after the adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl, Boyd appeared in the X-Men franchise as a young version of Warren Worthington III, aka the Angel, in X-Men: The Last Stand. Boyd has also made appearances in episodes of the shows NCIS, The Mick, The Resident, and Good Girls. While recurring on the series Heathers and Awkward, you might recognize the young Sharkboy as the Twilight heartthrob, Taylor Lautner. Lautner was the first to audition for the film and was chosen immediately. Who'd have thought, just 5 years after wearing a shark suit with molded abs, Lautner would be ranked second on Glamour's The 50 Sexiest Men of 2010. Fans credit his role as Sharkboy for leading him to the career-defining role of Jacob in Twilight. The unavoidable Edward versus Jacob debate that erupted online and in marketing campaigns catapulted Lautner into stardom. If this movie has ever come up in conversations, then Sharkboy's lullaby, a forceful dream song, has definitely been a topic. A standout moment in the film where 12-year-old Lautner's martial arts skills garnered him the chance to choreograph his own fight scenes. Fans have often touted the scene as jarring. Today, the song is nothing but iconic. I remember close your eyes, shut your mouth and dream, dream, dream. I was probably peaking because that was a fun day on set, said Kaden Boyd, fondly looking back on the moment. Taylor Dooley played the role of the fiery Lavagirl. Sporting bright pink hair, Dooley revealed the reason for this was because she resembled Spy Kids' Alex Vega, and after 2 weeks of filming with her brown hair, production decided it was better to go with the pink hair instead. Her first film at the age of 12, Dooley hasn't been dipping her toes in the acting pool as much. She has appeared in indie films, as well as appearing on a season 5 episode of House. Even though she hasn't been on television as much in recent years, Dooley is still interested in performing. My passion for acting is like a fire burning inside of me, and I am ready to really get back out there again and start pursuing my career. I really feel like this is my time, and I couldn't be more excited for the future, she writes on her IMDb page. The film draws in kids with extravagant bright visuals, vivid sights, and an indulgent fantasy story that is so incoherent it leaves you with more questions than answers. Some have even gone on to say it's so bad that it's just so good. With a 20% critical score on Rotten Tomatoes, is it a wonder that the film is a story written by director Robert Rodriguez's son at age 6? His son, Racer Max, is even credited right at the beginning of the film. Further driving Lavagirl's point, everything that is or was began with a dream. Hot off of the success of the Spy Kids franchise, notably Spy Kids 3D. Game Over in 2003, Rodriguez was tasked with creating an immersive sensation to capitalize on the boom in 3D technology. Best known for his success with adult-oriented films such as Desperado, Planet Terror, and Machete, The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl was filmed at the same time as one of his other cult classic films, Sin City. We were shooting this at the same time as Sin City. I was making 2 movies at once. The kids would come in the day, and then the older actors would come in later. It was one that's very dark and then very light. You need that balance. It was really a fun shoot, Rodriguez told Entertainment Weekly. He served not just as director, but producer, co-screenwriter, visual effects supervisor, director of photography, editor, camera operator, composer, and musical performer. Rodriguez also has an unaccredited role voicing a shark, and his children, Rebel and Racer, portray Sharkboy at age 5 and age 7 respectively. The film used anaglyph 3D technology, similar to the one used in Spy Kids 3D. Game Over, with many of the negative reviews at the time directed at the film's poor 3D, while some of the visual aspects and performances received some praise. The movie would gross double its budget at $72 million international and domestic. The movie has adorable quips that tickle the funny bones of any kind, and most of that can be attributed to the actor and comedian George Lopez. Lopez plays Max's school teacher, Mr. Electricity Dad, also better known by his villain name Mr. Electric, Planet Drool's corrupt electrician and the main antagonist. But that's not all. George Lopez also voiced Tober in The Ice Guardian. Rodriguez has said that he kept asking Lopez to play additional characters, and Lopez spent a total of 2 weeks working on the film. I remember 2 weeks of looking into a camera that was maybe 3 inches from my face, Lopez told EW on the 15th anniversary of the film. Across the lens there was a blue piece of tape for Sharkboy and a pink piece of tape for Lavagirl. Rodriguez would be like, "No, you're looking into the middle of the tape. I need you to look at the inside left of the tape." I had to wear a green screen shirt that was 3 sizes too small, too. Max is tasked with helping Sharkboy and Lavagirl save Planet Drool, a world where all dreams originate. When asked why it's called Planet Drool, Rodriguez recalled how his son Racer came up with the name. "It's all the greatest things kids want." So, Racer said it's called Planet Drool because it's a place that makes you drool. Here they travel through valleys of milk and cookies, fight electric cable monsters, and help Max not only save Planet Drool but also save himself from giving up on his dreams. In the end, Max even goes on to inspire his school bully and his teacher too, reawakening his passion for teaching. It's a film where literal dreams come true. This message spoke to kids and made them aware that some dreams are powerful enough to take on a life on their own. The fact that kids are put front and center, making them the ones saving the day, really made an impact on young audiences. The film would inspire other great blockbuster kids movies such as Speed Racer and Zathura, A Space Adventure. 15 years later, it's inspired the Netflix legacy sequel We Can Be Heroes. Taylor Dooley returned as Lavagirl, donning her iconic Lavagirl costume once again. With Rodriguez back at the helm as writer and director, We Can Be Heroes has the children of Earth superheroes team up and work together to save their parents and the world. This time, however, Sharkboy returns played by actor J.J. Dashnell and not Taylor Lautner. In this sequel, Lavagirl and Sharkboy are married with a superpowered daughter named Gubby. Whether it's the gimmicky visuals, childhood whimsy, or outlandish plot, the magic of this film has cemented it in the hearts of the fandom and an entire generation of kids, and that is why there will never be another film like The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl 3D.